at the Capitol in Hartford on the closing day of the 2007 legislative session. Our guest this segment is an old friend. She comes to us from Greenwich. It's Representative Livvy Floren, and she represents the 149th District. She's a Republican. We're not going to change her party affiliation just yet. Represents Greenwich and Stamford.
Yes, it is.
Usually when we're here, by the way, Representative Floren and I usually dress alike. For some reason,
Absolutely.
we're not coordinated today.
I didn't get the phone call, Andy.
Not sure what happened, but it's
I
great
know.
to have you here with us.
Thank you. It's always good to see you.
Now you might be here till the middle of the night, and you might be back later in the month because there is no budget agreement reached.
That's right.
From where you're sitting, why did this happen? We've got a $900 million budget surplus this year. What happened?
Well, I think what happened when the governor opened with her speech, she had a very bold vision for the state, and especially she wanted a huge education initiative, and it was going to be very costly. So she threw out a tax package to pay for it, an increase in the income tax. Well, that didn't set too well with people down our way, but it was kind of simmered. And then the Democrats came in with their idea, and that also had huge tax increases, but not so many bold initiatives. And then our caucus, the Republican caucus, said, wait, halt. We have a surplus. We can accomplish everything we want to without any increase in taxes. And that has resonated with the people throughout the state. And then it was proven to be true with the Office of Fiscal Analysis that not only were our numbers were conservative, so there is so much extra money because the stock market's been doing well and our revenues have been coming in, that we can accomplish what we want without taxing people more. Where it's going to happen, I'll tell you what I think is going to be the final negotiation. I think we will not have an increase in the income tax. I think the estate tax will probably have the cliff fixed. So it'll start at above $2 million, but they'll increase the rate. And I do believe that there will be a cigarette tax imposed.
Now, the argument's been made that even though we have a surplus this year, we're looking at a possible deficit next year.
I don't think anybody believes that. They say that every year, and it's like the little people that cry wolf. And you know what? If we are, then you go back and raise taxes. But you don't raise taxes thinking you're going to need them.
Okay. Yeah, I want to touch on, because it's a short interview segment here, I want to make sure that we can talk about some of the things that you did for your constituents.
Well, my best thing, I was so excited, the pesticide ban that we passed last year for daycare and elementary schools, we got that extended to middle school.
Right.
And my goal is next session to do it through high school.
Can you just explain what the ban does?
It prevents our people that maintain our fields and our school grounds and our daycare grounds from using pesticides to maintain the lawns and the fields, because we found that pesticides are just very, very harmful to human health, and it is especially bad for young people because their immune systems are more vulnerable. They fall a lot, so they're closer to the ground, and it's just not a healthy thing. And we can accomplish the goal of having the fields playable and the lawns looking fine with organics.
A couple of other items I wanted to mention. Aquarium, the water company, but it's got lots of land.
It's got lots of land, and in 2004, I believe, we put in legislation that incentivized the water companies from becoming real estate developers. It asked them to give the municipalities the right of first refusal, and it also gave them tax incentives if it was kept for open space. Inadvertently, last year, a little line got in a bill that was about this thick that said everything had to go to public auction first. And as you might imagine, for open space, you can't go to public auction. There's no way to beat the developers.
Right.
So I got that taken out.
Excellent. So we
I'm
don't
very
have to worry
excited.
now, but
No.
oh, that's wonderful. Property
Your
of our
government's
reservoirs.
taking care of you once again.
All right, let's talk about conveyance. You had
conveyance.
some land that got transferred to Greenwich, did it not?
Well, there is excess land owned by the Department of Transportation throughout the state, and I got a law passed about 4 years ago that they had to notify the legislators in the area before they just sold it.
Right.
And so that was very good. The DOT allowed me to have 4.3 acres right on Lake Avenue, which is a natural buffer for those residents, because as you know, you can't put up sound barriers on the Merritt any longer. So I was very gratified for that, and it was free for nothing. That's the best part.
Hey, that's always good.
I know, I like free.
I'm not going to touch that one. We have coffee for you later, but
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Election day registration, that's something that you've been working on.
Oh, I know.
Where is it?
You know, we passed it in 2003, and I thought it was a good idea then, and I think it's even better now. So I think we're going to be okay. We're going to do a pilot program at the presidential primary. So I think that will build excitement for people to be able to come in on primary day, which we've moved up to February, and register to vote and vote in the presidential primary. It does a lot of things. If you're registered, you're more apt to become involved. And it also, if you vote in a primary, you choose a party. So I think that will be good for Democrats, Republicans, and third parties as well. So I'm hopeful that'll get called today and we have the votes to pass it.
All right, we've got less than a minute, and there are a couple of things that weren't accomplished or have not been accomplished as yet. I think the Senate passed a bill on health care, universal health care.
We did, and we passed a Husky Kids program last night. I think with health care and with energy, we took bites at the apple. We didn't accomplish all that we could, but those are major, major issues. So I think we've taken baby steps, and we'll just keep at it.
Anything else? Clearly the budget, or maybe not clearly.
No,
you think that's going to happen tonight?
No,
Okay.
I don't. I think they'll negotiate, and we'll probably come in the week of the 18th. What they've done now, they have canvassed all of us to see what our vacation plans are. And so when most of us will be on vacation, they'll call special session.
Your cynicism is amazing. You should be a reporter.
No, politician works. It's okay.
Representative Livvy Floren, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Andy. I just always love being here.
Great to have you here.
Thank you.